Life during the Great Depression quiz. You may use your worksheet and PowerPoint notes to complete the quiz. For numbers 1 through 10, you are filling in the blank. There is a word bank provided below to help you fill in the blanks. I will read the words first, and then I will read the numbered questions. Dust Bowl, Shanty Towns, Drought, Welfare, Migrated, Deported, Bonus Army, Breadlines, Sharecropping, Soup Kitchens, Evicted, Relief, Erosion. Use those words to fill in the blanks of the phrases I am about to read. Number 1, many blank programs for children were cut because there wasn't enough money to fund them. Number 2, many people of Mexican descent moved to Mexico by the end of the 1930s, either on their own or because they were blank by the U.S. government. Number 3, when some farmers lost their farms, they began blank, but they still struggled to provide for their families. President Hoover did not believe the federal government should offer blank to Americans. Number 5, people were blank from their homes when they could no longer pay for their mortgage or rent, and many ended up living in blank. Number 6, when the blank made it difficult for farmers to grow crops, most blank to the west coast to find jobs. 7, even though blank could be long, many stood in line for hours waiting for food. 8, World War I veterans formed the blank blank, and they wanted to receive their benefits from the Patman Bill immediately because of the hardships of the Depression. 9, the blank blank was the hardest hit region of the Great Plains during the drought, and the wind caused blank of the land. 10, soup was often served in blank blank because it was easy to make more by adding water. Use the words in the word bank to fill in those answers. The next 4 questions are multiple choice. Select the best answer. Why did some people not want married women to work outside the home? A, they believed the women should be at home taking care of their children. B, they did not want women taking jobs away from unemployed men. C, they did not like how women often made higher wages than men. Or D, they thought it was too dangerous for women to work outside the home. 12. What is one way children suffered during the Great Depression? A, children often suffered from malnutrition and diet-related diseases. B, children were not able to play games and have fun. C, many children were put up for adoption. D, many children were not allowed to eat in soup kitchens. 13. Why did President Hoover believe the federal government should not offer relief? A, the federal government did not have the funds to provide relief. B, Hoover believed the Depression was America's fault and they should suffer the consequences. C, Hoover believed it would weaken people's self-respect. D, Hoover believed people would come to expect and rely too heavily on the relief. 14. What was the purpose of the Reconstruction Finance Corporation? A, provide the funding promised to World War I veterans. B, to provide funding to the poor so they could pay their mortgages. C, to provide funding to banks, life insurance companies, railroads, and other businesses. D. To provide funding to farmers who had to leave their farms because of the drought. Number 15 is a short answer response. You should be responding in 2 to 3 sentences. Explain how the Dust Bowl happened. So we are looking for the multiple causes of the Dust Bowl. You can type your answers on this form, but if there's not enough space, you can also use the answer sheet provided, type it on a separate page, or into a body of an email. Thank you. May the odds be ever in your favor.